Well, folks, we're visiting today with Lindsay and Destiny Foutty. They are sisters from Parkersburg, West Virginia. Their company is Suga Love, Sugalove. Lindsay, Destiny, thanks for being on the show today.
I'm so excited to be here. This is great.
Yeah, I'm excited to learn more about Suga Love and all about you guys and your story.
Positively West Virginia. Positively West Virginia.
Positively West Virginia is powered by Breezeline high-speed fiber internet and sponsored by Highmark West Virginia, Freedom Kia of Morgantown, and Humble Influence. With the help of these sponsors, we're able to share the positive business stories of West Virginians, including the one from today's episode.
Guys, this is great again. Lindsay, why don't you tell us a little bit about your business, Suga Love?
Yeah, absolutely. So how we got started, it was October of 2023. It's been doing this about 2 years now. And the hardtack candy is something that our grandma made every Christmas. Yeah. And so that was just something that we were used to, something that even like my aunt and father have like memories of making this with my grandma. But it's very sharp. If you've ever had it, like you kind of make it in a pan and you kind of break it and it's shards of candy.
Yeah, it's like glass shards, basically.
It can hurt the roof of your mouth. So this was probably about August of 2023 we started experimenting. And so we're like, why did we only have this at Christmas? It's like delicious. And it's not like it's only like cinnamon, you know, we do some like orange, pineapple flavors like that. Like this could really be all year round. So started experimenting and found the heart shape that didn't hurt the roof of your mouth. It really kind of stuck with you. And we, you know, our grandma's recipe, but we've kind of put a modern twist on it. So
yeah, love it. Destiny, chime in.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about what Lindsay didn't say.
What she didn't say, well, you know, so
fill in the gaps.
Right. It's so much fun to make. It's the heart shapes, and like she said, it's not hard to eat. They got the rounded edges. It's all of that, and so we made it, and we started sharing it with family and friends, and they were really excited. And so we have a local shop in town, and they're very popular. They do gifts and decor, and so his name is Keith McClung, and he does something called bundle deals. And so he got a hold of a sample of the candy and started to sell it on bundle deals, which is Facebook Live.
Oh, that's so cool.
Kind of like QVC or HSN, but it's local. And so we sold like hundreds of bags the first go. Wow. And so to go from making something in your kitchen to have something that people are buying so fast, that was crazy. So it's just been a journey.
Never experienced anything like that. That was neat.
Yeah. So what's it like? You know, I think you said your grandma's recipe. What's it like is she still around?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. What does she think about all this?
She tries to buy it. She's very proud. Really, you don't have to buy it. Like we wouldn't have this if it weren't for you. Like you can have the licorice for free. Like,
that's so good. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's very cool. Is she excited about like seeing her recipe like hit the market?
Yeah, she is.
She loves it, and she keeps some in her purse, and she eats it during church. And so she pulls it out and shows all her friends that we got a company.
Well, that's great. Well, God is love, and
absolutely
Suga's love.
That is
our
biggest.
I mean, that's my take on it. That's pretty cool. So, all right. Well, this is really neat. Well, talk about the flavors. Maybe Lindsay, you can kind of tell us a little bit about the flavors and all the different varieties.
So so Destiny is kind of our social media.
That's great.
My brother's very technical.
He's a partner too.
He is, and he measures everything and makes sure it turns out every time. His name is Reagan.
Okay,
so
great.
They are. He's very technical. He measures it. It turns out every time. If it was up to me, I don't know where we'd be.
We burned batches.
Yeah.
He doesn't burn them.
He doesn't.
Yeah.
And
good.
so I'm the flavor girl. So it's been fun to kind of see how far we can push it kind of sometimes. So Polynesian Punch, I've got this with us. Can I show?
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
this is our first kind of out of the norm of what you can find in like the oils and things. But our first blend, I guess, the first one that we kind of put together ourselves. So we have this one. It's very, very popular. It's just kind
Polynesian
of been fun to
blend. What's it taste
Polynesian
like?
Punch. It's like tropical, kind of like a pineapple orange with some more.
I love it.
Yeah.
So tell us, Lindsay, if you don't mind, like
of course.
without giving trade secrets and family recipes over the airwaves here. What goes into a piece of candy like this?
Yeah, of course. I mean, sugar love. We love sugar. That's what we say. So it's, what's interesting you say about like sharing the trade secrets and things. It's interesting as we've been working shows, crafts,
Craft
people
fairs
walk
and
up
stuff,
to
yeah.
you, and it's so funny. They think that they'll ask, "Oh, how do you do this?" And we're like, like we have so many like competitors in town that have tried to kind of pop up. And it's interesting when you get asked, how do you answer that? Because how do you not give
Yeah,
it
I mean,
all away?
basically, it's the corn syrup and the sugar
Yes.
and the oils, and
Yeah.
you boil it to how many degrees?
300 degrees.
300
Yeah.
degrees, and
Yeah.
you add the oils. I mean, everybody's done this at home.
Yeah.
We're not
of
pretending.
course,
No,
yeah.
no.
I
For sure
think
not.
I've even tried it.
Yeah,
years
of
ago.
course,
I know
of
how to
course.
make it,
And
yeah.
it's hard to do because, like I said, like I burn it, she's burned it before.
Because you
and
got to get it perfect, right?
Yeah. Or it it gets sticky. We've actually had some mess up batches, and somebody lost a filling with our mess
Yeah.
up batch. So it is.
You have to have a disclaimer on
Yeah,
your
yeah,
website.
I'm like, well, my so it's just like you got to get it right. And so people have made
people
it before.
can do it for sure.
We're not the first to make hard candy, but our spin on it is the heart shape.
Yeah.
And the different flavor blends like Polynesian punch. We have one called berry blue. We have one called blue apple.
What's the one the red, white, and
Ooh,
blue?
yeah.
What is that?
So this is sour rocket pop. So we'll talk about this. We
yeah.
expanded into sour, which is something that Grandma was never brave enough to do.
It took us about a year, really, because
Wow.
there are different ways to do it. And if you, some ways you can add it directly, it makes things very bitter. So it took us about a year of experimentation to really get it right.
Wow.
Yeah, so sour rocket pop has got berry blue, lemon, and cherry berry. And so it's, every color is a different flavor.
Oh, I love that.
And so it's a lot of fun. It really reminds you of summer, the favorite bomb pops.
Yeah, the bomb pop
So
popsicle.
what's
is what
a
we're going with.
typical package weigh? Is that
4 ounces.
4 ounces
Mm-hmm.
of candy? What's that normally sell for?
$3.
Yeah, that's a good buy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's a good bargain. Handcrafted.
Absolutely, that's local, and then
That's right.
online we do free shipping, so it's $3.99 online, so it covers.
Oh, that's
covers
wonderful.
shipping, so.
I love it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess the thing that's resonating through my mind is like, what is the thing that you're known for? Like, what's the flavor that people like? Oh, I got to get the cherry or the cinnamon.
Cinnamon.
We make
yeah.
so much
Okay.
cinnamon, and that local store, it's called Crown Floral, and so
Yeah.
we can't keep them in cinnamon.
Yes.
they contact us and say, no, really, we need more
It's a
of that.
lot.
So it's
That's
cinnamon's
so
our
fun.
biggest one that we do.
All right. Well, that's very cool. So if I'm going to ask this question of both Lindsay and Destiny, give us your 30-second pitch. When you meet somebody for the first time, what do you tell them you do?
So I say that we make heart-shaped hard candy. It's based on our grandma's recipe, and our goal is just to bring joy to people and remind them of home. Before the show, we were talking about people that maybe have moved away and are remembering West Virginia.
Yeah.
We ship it to people all over the country, and we've got like lots of Facebook comments and messages saying, "I remember Christmas at home. I remember just all these memories." So
Nostalgic.
we're just making candy to bring joy to people and also honor our grandma because we love her so much, and this is just something that she made for years, and to put a spin on it and make it a heart, it's
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
That's so good. I
Yeah.
love it. Yeah. So Lindsay, do you have anything to add? What's your 30-second pitch?
Yeah, absolutely. So mine would maybe be on the more of the heart of it, because I think it's the nostalgia. I love that. I love the stories from people. Somebody had a loved one pass away, and we sent that to them, and they're like, "You should consider making like a bereavement package." I was like, "I don't know that that's the business that we're in," but I'm glad that it brought comfort and peace to you in a time when you really needed it. So I love the emotional part of it. When you can bring joy to someone is really special.
Yeah, I love the packaging. I love the
Thank
name,
you.
Suga Love. I think it's really cool. It looks pretty.
Thank
It
you.
looks
Thanks.
like I want some. And full disclosure, I'm off sugar right now,
No.
so this is like hurting my
Oh,
soul. I
I'm
can't try it,
sorry.
but that's okay. It's a different
yeah,
story.
yeah.
But so I guess the question that I have that's like just inspired by your conversation so far is like what's the goal here? What are you trying to do? Is this going to be are you doing this full time, first of all?
Not doing it full time.
Is that the goal?
It would be very cool to do. My dream would be to have us in the state parks.
Yes.
Then just kind
Let's
of be
make that
throughout West
happen.
Virginia. I would
Yeah.
love
We're
to
putting a
make
shout
that
out.
happen.
We're putting a pitch in right
Yeah,
here. Let's
do
do
it.
We've got the
Yeah.
commercial
and,
space.
and why not,
so.
New River Gorge National Park
Exactly.
too?
Right.
In the
Exactly.
gift shop. Let's do it.
Absolutely. That's the dream right now, I would say.
Yeah, because it's West Virginia, and the heart could stand for so many things, but we love West Virginia. We're so happy to be in this state. I think people say lots of things that are rude and mean about the state sometimes, and we love it here. We love nature, but we love the people most of all here. It's where our family
almost
loved ones
heaven.
are.
Yeah.
Yes.
And Sugar Love is part of it. Almost
Absolutely.
heaven. So what's it like to being in business with 3 siblings?
Oh my goodness. We are very close. So there's an age gap between us. So
13 years.
13 years. So Lindsay's the oldest, and then I'm 20, and my brother just turned 19. So we've always been super close despite the age gap.
Yes.
So we're always messing around.
Yeah, we had to learn our strengths, because you can step on each other's toes
Yes.
in a kitchen space, especially when we were still at home.
Yeah.
So we had to learn, okay, Reagan, you're the technical guy. You're going to get this right every time. Destiny, you're going to do social media, and you're very good at that. And I'm like, I'm going to stay on the creative side.
Yeah.
So it's learning how to work together, get along so well, and finding each other's strengths and encouraging one another in those things.
So did you start out to have like a big candy company? Do you want to take it nationally? Do you think it could be something like that?
I would love for it to be like a Skittle. Like,
Yeah.
that would be very cool,
Yeah,
and
Sugar
have
Love.
it come from West Virginia.
Yes.
One thing that you mentioned a little bit before about where you'd like to take it,
Yeah.
I think it would be really cool for fundraisers, because it lends itself to like the colors. We can customize it to schools, to groups, to. I'd love to be like in the WVU stadium. We can make gold and blue. It'd be anything. I think
I
it'd be
love
really
that.
cool.
Yeah. Corporate gifts.
Yeah,
Yes,
absolutely.
yes.
We've done
Be
teacher
fun.
gifts before for people. Yeah.
I love that very much. So I guess that begs the question. This is the Sugar Love is it's heart shaped hard candy, and is that what your plan is? To stay in that lane?
Yeah,
Because that's your thing.
Yeah.
It really is.
It's cool.
It's just, it's also unique. Lots of people say we love the shape, and it's so much fun because at craft shows we've learned to do free samples. People love a free sample,
Yeah.
and so they'll go and do a lap, and they'll come back and say, "We just can't get over how fun that was to eat."
Yeah.
Really?
It's great.
And it lasts a long time, they say.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like the sizes, they like the size, they like the mouthfeel. I think we have the good product. A working tagline is share some sugar with those you love. And just like it's something you find people are
Yeah,
buying
that
for
works good.
people, and it's something we're workshopping to see where it can go.
Okay. You mentioned like the fairs and craft fairs and stuff like that. Is that primarily the marketing for it right now, or is it how do you get the word out?
Sure. We also sell online directly from our website, and we, like we said, we have shipped out of state. What we're finding is actually success in retail. So people are buying it wholesale to retail. So we're actually
great.
in a little gift shop in New Mexico. They found us and wanted us. There's actually
is that?
in Colorado, we were asked to make someone who lives kind of in the ski resort area near Breckenridge. They were manager of a hotel out there. Asked us to make ginger lemon for altitude sickness. So we did
That's
ginger
amazing.
lemon, and
How cool.
we were part of their little altitude sickness
Yeah.
packs. So we're finding things that we never expected, but also just it's been really cool.
Yeah, I love that. This is Positively West Virginia. We'll be right back. In a world obsessed with leadership, what if the real key to success is followership? We hear it all the time. Be a leader, take charge. But what if the most impactful people aren't the ones leading from the front? In Humble Influence, I explore how humility, collaboration, and shared purpose empower followers to create meaningful change in business, organizations, and relationships. Discover the strength of true followership with Humble Influence. Folks, we're visiting today with Lindsay and Destiny Foutty. They are the owners of Suga Love,
Yep.
Sugalove. I love the name, Suga Love. They're sisters out of Parkersburg, West Virginia. Lindsay, I'll start with you, and I'm going to ask Destiny the same question. What's the thing you're most excited about right now for Suga Love?
We've been joking back and forth that we're coming up on Sugar Love season. While we sell it all year round, it's like fall and winter is really when we find our busiest season.
Do you do a pumpkin spice yet?
We haven't, but we
need
do make a
to.
coffee flavor, so I bet we could easily incorporate that in.
I love that.
But we do we've done like a Halloween collection, and we've done like
That's
fall
great.
like apple cider, things, and into Christmas. So this is really our best time. So
That's so fun.
I love to bring back the old flavors and also innovate as well. So I'm
Yeah.
excited about that.
Destiny, how about you? What's the thing you're most excited about?
I'm going to say the same. I love the shows.
Yeah.
South High School is a big high school in our town, and I say big. We live in a small town, but they have a craft show. And so lots and lots of people come, and it's so much fun because we've done it 2 years in a row. And they say, I remember you from last year. I've been thinking about you all year. And I'm like, all year? Really?
That's cool.
We have a website. Like, no worries. But
Yeah.
it's great because you meet people, you make connections, and they just love the candy. It makes them so happy to buy. And so I love seeing the customers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
When I think of businesses, there's so many different trajectories and different categories of business, but making candy and bringing love to people through candy is pretty awesome. I would imagine it's hard to have a bad day when you're making candy. It's so much work.
You can't, and especially like when you're sampling as you go, you can't have a hard time because you have to see if it's going to turn out like
quality control.
You can have an idea for a flavor, and we've had some ideas for flavors, and then they have not turned out.
Yeah.
But usually,
how do you test flavors? I mean, that's an interesting concept.
Yeah, we'll make like a half batch.
Yeah.
Because even a single batch is too much if you're experimenting. So a half batch is what we found gives us enough to feel like we like it, and if it usually has to pass the three of us, we're like, okay, what do you think? Color, down to color and flavor
It took us
combination.
forever to do sour. Like, I'm so excited to be holding sour.
Yeah.
We got so many requests for it. And of course, you want to do what people want you to do. They want to buy it.
Yeah.
And we tried so many different things.
We're working on, actually, you mentioned sugar-free. We get a lot of requests for sugar-free. And it's just, again, experimentation, but we're working, because we don't want to put out something half
sign me up for that.
developed. Yeah, absolutely.
I'll be your test.
We'll send you some.
Yeah.
But like half developed or undercooked, or we want it to be a thorough.
Yeah.
You don't want to put out anything bad.
Is it fair to say that the sky's the limit when on flavor? I mean,
Oh,
could you do like a bacon, like a savory flavor?
I've never thought of that.
We
but yeah.
could definitely try it.
We've had requests for someone wants banana peanut butter, and they're like, oh, you could call it the Elvis or whatever. So I'm like,
We would get sued.
maybe. Yeah, like I don't know what we'll call it.
You
But
could just do like ELVS.
Yeah,
Like, always-
exactly. Yeah.
You know how they
So,
do it, like, leave a letter out.
We'll think about
Well,
it.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's great. So you guys started in October of 2023, so you're getting ready to start, your third year into business here soon. What's the most interesting thing? I'm going to ask both of you,
sure,
Destiny. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
What's the thing like you've seen and you're like, wow, didn't see that coming?
Yeah, let me think about that for a minute. Do you have
Sure.
an answer?
I think just not candy going places that you weren't expecting
Yeah.
it to go, like that altitude sickness pack.
Yeah,
like that's not
that's
something
so
we
cool.
thought
Yeah.
of. Or it's been fun to bring West Virginia home to people that have moved away, because we have had that as well. And so that's been unexpected, meeting people at the shows. We've tried lollipops. I think we're going to stick with this.
Yes.
We have experimented a little bit
I love
in
that.
that.
Just
but
the
yeah.
one thing. Just be known for that.
Exactly. So
it's very cool.
It's kind of like that Dr. Seuss, like, oh, the places you go, you don't know where it'll take you. So I'm just excited about that.
Yeah. I'm gonna say my thing is copycats
Oh
and
my
dealing with more, because you have the fun side where you're making the candy and it's joyful, and then you have the business side, which is something that we had didn't have a lot of experience with, and so seeing copycats is so hard sometimes, because you work really hard on a product, you make a flavor, and then to see someone else maybe try to undercut it or pick a different shape or do something. We
do a run of, I'm sorry.
Oh, no, you're
just
good. Go ahead.
Picking up where you are. We do a run of like around Valentine's Day where we make like cheesecake flavor. So of a cheesecake heart, little flavor heart, and then like a fruit. So we like to do cherry cheesecake. And then one of our competitors that popped up in town did raspberry cheesecake. And we're like, that's great. Like, that's awesome.
Oh my gosh.
So that is hard to take sometimes.
Imitation is the most sincere form of flattery, right?
Right.
And so that's what they're doing. They've
Yeah.
seen something that's good and they want to do it, emulate it.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, that does happen in business. How do you combat that? What do you do?
We have a good friend. His name is Nick Goodner. Someone I went to college with. He's real big in marketing space and helping entrepreneurs and creatives. And he said, you know what? This happens to me all the time. And I keep a graveyard in my phone, in my notes app. And I say, okay, this one popped up and this is when they died. Because like people, it's a really hard business. It's fun, but it's hard to do.
Yeah.
So if people try it, they don't always last very long.
One of my favorite things that I share with people is that, starting a business is pretty easy. You can go online and start a business in a few minutes, honestly.
Yeah.
Get your LLC, file your paperwork online and whatever. Especially in West Virginia, they make it pretty easy these days. But to grow a business and grow a company and grow a brand is very hard. So that, to your point, it's just, it's a nuisance. Sometimes they're nipping at your heels and then you have to kind of endure it until they fade off.
Exactly. And I know that sounds harsh, but it's just,
it's true.
Yeah.
I mean, it's true. And we see it in a lot of different categories, owning a marketing agency since October of 2011. So we're getting ready to start our 15th year coming up. It's the same thing, I'm like, what? Seriously? And then, next year they're gone. But it happens.
That was
so
the best piece of advice.
Stay vigilant and stay true to your values for sure.
Thank you.
This is Positively West Virginia. We'll be right back. Stay connected with an unbeatable deal from Breezeline. Voted best in Mountaineer Country for their reliable, high-speed fiber internet for a low cost, Breezeline is the best gig in town. Here at InnerAction Media, we rely on high-speed internet every single day to ensure we can deliver the best content possible for our clients and when we publish Positively West Virginia each week. That's why we use Breezeline. It's affordable, fast, and they're great people as well. Learn more about Breezeline's internet, TV, and mobile options at breezeline.com. And we're back. We're visiting today with Lindsay and Destiny Foutty. They're the owners and founders of Suga Love, Sugalove, along with their brother, Reagan.
Yep,
Yes.
Reagan.
He's not here today, but these two sisters are telling the story wonderfully. All right, we talked a little bit about, getting the word out there through shows and so forth. Destiny, you're in charge of social media. You're also a student at WVU Parkersburg,
Yes,
right?
I am.
Yeah, what are you studying over there?
So digital media production,
Yeah.
and they talk a lot about, social media marketing and putting out quality content.
Yeah.
That's like their biggest thing. They're like, I don't care what you do, it has to be good. The shot has to be lined up. They're really
In
good.
focus.
Yeah, in focus. Make sure everything's on and recording. And so my program, they focus on the quality and what you're putting
How
out.
cool is that? Yeah.
It's awesome. And so I've learned so much there because I like to take pictures of the product and lighting. And so learning how to do that and do it the right way, it makes the product look better. It makes the brand look better.
Yeah.
So I'm grateful.
And so you're getting firsthand experience working on your own brand.
Yes.
That's got to be pretty neat feeling, that you're learning about this stuff and you're like, yeah, I'm doing it already. Talk a little bit about what that means to you.
It's a lot of fun because, like you said, it's hands-on. And so I'm learning and I'm doing these things, and they have you do like a practice marketing campaign. And so I use what I'm learning in class, and I'm like, okay, I bring the whiteboard out. I'm like, this is what we need to do. And so it's also practice because they let you get in front of the camera. And so it's great to become comfortable and learn. And then I also share the candy with the teachers.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
I'm like, here you go. You wanna have some?
Literally sweetening them up.
A little bit.
Our brother's in that program too, and it's so funny because they'll
cool.
just go in the shop and do their homework.
Yes.
And it's funny to watch behind the scenes. It's fun.
That's great. Right now, in terms of growing the business, Lindsay, what do you think is the biggest challenge you're facing?
Production, how to make enough for the demand that there is, and how to just make sure you're also keeping the quality while producing as much as you can. Like we talked about the state parks, I'd love to do that, but how to keep up with what that requires, because there are a lot of state parks in our state, our beautiful state.
Yeah, I'm thinking about there's a company I have to connect you with. They're located in Davis, West Virginia, and they're a large printer of T-shirts and hoodies and things like that for state parks.
Oh, cool.
And national parks across the country.
Wow.
Wouldn't that be cool to do a bundle with
oh my gosh,
buy a hoodie and get some love?
Absolutely.
Oh,
Please. Yeah, that's so cool.
That'd be really neat to maybe think about something like that.
Yeah.
So, Destiny, from your perspective, what's one of the challenges you're facing? Is it the changing nature of social media? Is it the algorithms? What are you facing?
Oh my goodness. Yeah. So I am just always trying to connect with our audience, with the people that are watching. And so I'm wanting to share realistic moments. So like a picture of the burned batch makes it on. A picture of us together. I love to share photos of us as kids or as younger. So I want people to feel like they know us. And so sharing that, and when those things don't get engagement, I'm like, oh, so you don't care? You don't care
You don't
about
like
us?
me?
You just want to see the candies. So
Yeah.
it's trying to figure out what the audience wants to see
Yeah.
and share with them things that'll help them understand us.
Again, without divulging trade secrets, what's the content that gets most traction?
Oh my gosh, people
Organic.
love to see when we're mixing in the pot, adding the color, and I like to slow it down sometimes. So you
Yeah.
see, like, that's really fun.
We did a campaign where we had like guess the flavor. So we had like just candy out, and it was the wildest guesses. Like,
Yeah.
or also that's a way to get ideas and see what people are wanting, or that kind of thing is cool too. So
Sure.
yeah,
We felt famous that day. We got a lot
that
of
was the highest
comments.
engagement that we got. when they
People were
guessing.
excited.
Yeah, so.
I love that. Yeah, it's interesting. Talking about the creation, the makers, doing their thing.
Yeah.
For some reason, recently, this summer, I started getting interested in watching multimedia painting.
Oh,
Cool.
Like through like acrylics or watercolors,
yep,
and how these people
yep.
do the flow art, where
Mhm.
they take the water and they put the water and they just move the canvas, and it
That's
just
cool.
creates. And I can sit there and watch that.
Yes.
Next thing you know, like a half an hour's gone by, and
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm watching this person make a picture,
right.
a painting, random. So I can imagine that would be true
Yeah.
making candy too.
The
Yeah,
people
definitely.
love to see
They
it.
love that, or like pack with me, like fill the bags and like sticker, like that whole process, and boxing
They
it up.
see the behind the scenes a
Yeah.
little bit. Yeah.
Because we're doing everything by hand.
Oh yeah.
So it's just, that's like when we're talking about the challenges, like being able to produce at such
Yeah.
a large rate. That's our struggle, because
great.
the demand is there. It's just, can we fill it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you Lindsay, you mentioned you started in your kitchen.
Yep. Yep.
Do you have a commercial kitchen now?
We do.
If you
Yeah.
how did that evolution go? I mean, you started in your kitchen, and now you're in a different.
Yeah.
Talk about that.
So we started in our kitchen,
Curious.
our mom's kitchen,
Yeah.
and we maybe tracked some sugar through the carpet. And
She's
so
still
maybe-
upset.
she still talks about it. And she's like, how long that took. But we actually, so our parents are pastors. And so we have a church outreach building, So Loved. It's a nonprofit. And so
This is great.
she has the kitchen space that we share with a local bakery as well. So we alternate days. She kind of opened that door for us, and through that nonprofit. So we're able to get in there.
Amazing.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Wow, great story that is in and of itself.
Mhm.
So, long-term vision. What I'm going to ask both of you. Destiny, we'll start with you. How do you see this thing flowing out? What does it look like, 10 years from now, if you can even think that far?
Oh Lord, yeah, that's yeah. I love the idea of having it all over West Virginia. If it's just all over West Virginia and people know it, I'm thinking of like the Mr. B potato chips, that sort of
Yeah.
thing. If they know us, Suga Love West Virginia, all over the state, in the state parks, I would be happy, because I love it.
Yeah.
I love that idea.
I want to be in sports stadiums.
Oh, she's bigger than I am.
I would
Yeah.
love to, because again, the colors lend themselves. We can make them opaque, we can make them transparent, so we can really kind of closely match. My brother, not me. We changed hands over that, but he can really match colors. And so if we could be in stadiums, I'm a big Columbus Crew fan, so I love like the black and gold over there. I think
That's great.
it's just something you can have, something you can eat a lot of, and I think I'd love to be in sports stadiums.
Yeah, and I can see even without getting too deep in the weeds, but licensing, right? And you
Yeah,
have,
of course.
You have the local team.
Yep.
And you
Do
you
the
brand-
logo
do
and
do
absolutely.
the logo and
I love
Sugar
it.
Love.
Mm-hmm.
That's very cool.
Yep.
I love it. I think what you guys are doing is really cool. So you guys are leading a company. You're leaders there in Parkersburg. What do you think is the most important attribute of a successful leader today in business?
Sure, I've had to learn to have a thick skin, and that doesn't come naturally to me at all. So because we talked about doing the craft fairs and things, you'll have people tell you to your face that they don't like your product. And it's like,
what?
I know, even with the free samples, or like sometimes they're little kids
You
and
just
they're
can't
harmless.
slap them and send them
No,
on their way. Yeah.
that's rough. And so we have like, people are very particular about cinnamon. They want it to be very hot. And so we're like, okay, like we'll do the best we can. But you'll have people come up to you and they'll try it right in front of you and be like, it doesn't hit the mark for me. I'm sorry. And they'll walk away. And so, but like when we're making it as hot as we can, because that's what people have asked for. But it's like burnt. My brother wears like a mask, and like we have like protective
respirator and
yeah,
stuff.
and we open the front door, run the fans, because it's
It's
Potent.
crazy.
It's hard.
Yeah.
And so that one and wintergreen are very, very potent to make. So having people kind of judge it to your face that close is hard. So having a thick skin is something I've had to grow to be like, okay, maybe it's just not for you.
Yeah, maybe you can create one that's like maybe it's getting infused with cayenne pepper and say, "Here,
Yeah.
try this one." Try
We've
this one.
done like tahini. We've done.
Oh,
kinda
really?
Like, yeah, it's
That's cool.
Yeah.
So you're experimenting. I love it.
Yeah.
Destiny, how about you? What do you think is the most important trait of a successful business leader today?
I would say you got to stay focused because like what we've been saying is we could try lollipops, we could try different things, but we're staying on the mark with the heart-shaped hard candy. It's easy to say, well, we could do this. Sugar Love could mean this, or Sugar Love could do this, or change this way. But staying focused and saying no, even on the days that it's hard, even on the days that you don't want to do it, because there are days that I don't want to make candy. As terrible as that sounds, it's a fun job.
We're always doing it.
We're always doing it.
And she's a student, and I have a full-time job, so it's like it's a dedication to do this separately.
Destiny, did you know that FOCUS is also an acronym?
Oh, okay. What is it?
Follow one course until successful.
I like that. I need to put that up.
We're gonna put it in the shop now.
Exactly. Well, the other thing I like to say is, without a clear vision, it's impossible to tell an opportunity from a distraction.
Wow.
So if you have the vision, like you're talking about, hey, we want to have Sugar Love heart-shaped candy in heart-shaped hard candy in all the state parks.
Yeah.
That should be, let's just go do that.
Yeah, that's the vision.
That would be amazing, you know?
In the craft shows, and this isn't trying to, talk bad about anybody else, but you'll see someone that has an LLC with a banner, and every show they're at, they're selling a different product. It's like watching a teenager that doesn't know who they are. You're like,
It's frustrating, right?
What are you doing? You make candy this week. You do cereal. We don't know.
Scrunchies today.
So it's just interesting to see people try because, they're all wanting to find that success.
There's a lot of wisdom in what you just said there, because that's where a lot of people fall. The success rate and the failure rate of small business in America, especially in West Virginia, is very high. That first year, 2, 3 years, if you can make it 5 years, you're going to be doing something. So follow one course until successful.
I love that.
Focus.
Yep. Definitely.
Good stuff. Appreciate that. So I'm going to ask both of you this question too. I'll start with Lindsay again. What's one piece of advice you would give to somebody thinking about starting a business here in West Virginia?
Oh, goodness. Pray.
I love it. That one word.
Prayer.
Done.
Prayer. Because,
start with that.
Yeah, because you can follow, like we were talking about not knowing your course, you can follow the wrong course for a long time, and it can take you some places. So if you're just trying to really hit the mark and find out what you're supposed to be doing or what you feel like you're supposed to be doing, sometimes it's can feel like a calling in times. And so just staying on that course and staying very close to make sure that you're doing the right things. Not that we're always going to hit it. We're human, right? We're not going to do, we burn, like I said, we burn batches.
Well, there's a balance.
Yeah.
There's a balance between like, hey, this is my calling. And then, I'm out of money, the business is failing. And, or, to quote Napoleon Hill, I don't know if you guys have ever read Think and Grow Rich, one of the best business books ever written.
Okay.
Napoleon Hill talks about the concept of 3 feet from gold.
Okay.
And for the sake of our audience, they've heard it before, but I'd highly encourage you just to read that introduction because a lot of people give up right before they strike gold.
Wow. Yeah.
And and that's a shame too. So
Yeah,
it is a
absolutely
balance.
is.
It's a fine line
For
there
sure.
between success and failure oftentimes.
Yeah.
Destiny, how about you? What advice would you give to somebody? Maybe in your age group even.
I would say just get started because I keep bringing up the craft shows because that's just where we've had experience and met people. Yeah. And so many customers come up and they go, well, I was thinking about starting this business or I was thinking about doing this. And they tell you their life story and how they'd be the best scrunchie maker in the world and all of this. But they never get started because it stays an idea forever. And so if we would have let all of the things stop us from starting. Oh, it's going to cost money to get started. We don't know how to have a business license. We don't know how to have a commercial kitchen. We don't know how to do all these things.
Neither did we.
So if that would have stopped us, we wouldn't be making the candy.
Yeah.
It would have just stayed a hobby. And so if you can just get out of your head and get started and take the first steps, I think that's
we've learned along the way, and it has been scary. I'm not going to tell you that it's not like super easy to do or super comfortable to do, because you have to. We've dealt with the health department and inspecting our space and knowing how to meet the requirements, and we had an issue with a sink that they had to keep coming back, and so it's just like, oh my gosh, how
Welcome
much can
to
we
business,
do?
right?
Yeah. So it's just kind of a lot.
But yeah, and again, growing a business is very difficult. But I think you guys are onto something. I love the packaging. I love the logo and the fact that you're keeping it simple. And I just think it's really cool, and I could see it becoming, a Skittles level brand at some point. And being able to create opportunities not only for yourselves but maybe others down the road, where you have to hire a team and have a warehouse and your shipping, and you've got not just West Virginia state parks but all across the country.
Yeah, this is something we find is very portable. So it can be in the national parks. People go take it hiking. We know that people keep them in their purse forever, and we're like, just buy a new bag, because they show us like these crumpled bags.
It lasts forever.
Yeah, though. It does. We're like, you don't have to hold.
Yeah, the shelf life on hard candy is pretty long. I would say.
It's great.
Right? Yeah, that's very cool. Well, we've covered a lot in this interview. Is there anything else you think our listeners should know about Suga Love or your personal story?
Oh yeah, what do you think?
Yeah, we're just excited to be here. Excited to talk more about it, because like you said, there have been like peaks and valleys in business. You're like, oh my gosh, should we keep going with this? And so we're just excited to show more people, and we want to lean into. We talk about Suga Love, share some sugar with those you love. We think it'd be a great fundraising opportunity. Like you said, we can customize to school colors or team colors or dance color. We can do anything to be a help to you, as well as something that we enjoy.
I think it's amazing.
And every year it gets a little bigger, a little bigger, and so I'm just so excited to see this holiday season and what we do and how many people get to enjoy it. That's always so much fun.
I think it's great. As we close out our time here, Destiny, how can our listeners learn more about Suga Love and even maybe get in contact with you both?
Yeah, so we're on Instagram at SugaLoveWV, and then we have a website called sugalove.co where you can order online and you can read a little bit more about us. And if you want to contact us, we're also on Facebook at Suga Love, which is SUGALOVE.
Yeah, I love it. Our guests again, Lindsay and Destiny Foutty, the owners with their brother, Reagan, Suga Love in Parkersburg, West Virginia. It's been an honor to have you on the show, both of you.
Thank you.
I think what you're doing is really great, and I just want to encourage you to keep up the great work.
Thank you so
much.
I love
appreciate it.
Thank you.
I appreciate you guys too. Well, folks, that's a wrap on another episode of Positively West Virginia. If you or someone you know would be a great guest on our show, drop us a line on our website at positivelywv.com. And of course, we appreciate your comments, your reviews on social media, as well as the podcast platforms, and your encouragement along the way. It really goes a long way to help us keep us focused on what we're doing, to share great stories of people like Lindsay and Destiny Foutty and their company Suga Love. And when you share those episodes, it helps them out as well. If you, please do that. On behalf of our entire Positively West Virginia team, including our producer today, Mr. Jimmy Murray, behind the controls. He has a nickname of Suga Love too. I'm just kidding, Jimmy. I'm your host, Jim Matuga. Stay positive, West Virginia.
We'd like to thank our partners, Highmark West Virginia, Freedom Kia of Morgantown, InnerAction Media, Humble Influence, and our studio sponsor, Breezeline, for helping to share these positive stories. If you'd like to become a sponsor of the Positively West Virginia podcast, visit positivelywv.com/sponsor.